Hello everyone, this is Swarup, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Department. So this is subject design of machine elements 2. So today we will be learning about the concept called. So this is a lecture 6. So hydrodynamic bearings. Data handbook used is 4th edition by Balvi Reddy. So the problem, design a journal bearing to withstand a load of 5886 newtons. Speed of the journal is 1000 rpm. The journal is made of hardened steel and bearing is made up of babbitt. Okay, it is a kind of a material. Okay, so in this problem the type of material is being given. Okay, so the operating temperature is 70 degrees Celsius and the ambient temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Check the design for thermal equilibrium and also determine the power loss at the bearing. Okay, the lubricant used is of grade SAE 40 and L by D is equals to 1.5. So he has given certain parameters. Okay, it belongs to different type of grade oil, that is SAE 40. So just write it down the given terms. Okay, now the very first thing is write down the material, that is journal is made up of hardened steel and bearing is made up of babbitt material. Okay, now to find the value of Z. Okay, so he has given the oil. Okay, with corresponding to the oil, what is the curve? You can go to the table number 15.1, that is page number 363. Corresponding to the type of oil, you can select the curve. Okay, so corresponding to that, you will be getting the value of specific density at 15 degrees Celsius of the oil. Okay, now so corresponding to these two values, if you go and check the graph, okay, so here the curve number is G. Okay, this is the curve number G. Okay, now 70 degrees, so you have to now match the 70 degrees with respect to the curve G. Corresponding to that, if you check, you will get the values of kinematic viscosity. Okay, so kinematic viscosity will be getting. Once you get the value of kinematic viscosity in terms of 70 Stokes, you just substitute back here to get value in terms of meter square per second. Okay, so now the specific gravity of the oil at any temperature is found as, since here we know with respect to the curve, okay, rho n, so if you substitute, you will be getting the specific gravity at any temperature. Okay, so now once you get the value of rho and zk, if you substitute back in the equation to find the value of viscosity, okay, in terms of Newton second per meter square. Okay, second step, to find the value of P. So for a given material combinations, you will get the from the table, that is 15.6, page number 365. Zn by P, that is bearing modulus C, is equals to 2.902. Okay, corresponding to the material given. What is the material given? Hardened steel and babbitt. Okay, if you check in this table, you will be getting at the last, that is 2.902 as the bearing modulus. Okay, so now if you equate to these two terms, you can find the value of pressure. Okay, next, to find the value of D, we know the pressure is equals to W by L into D, but L is given as 1.5 into D. Okay, if you substitute back in the above equation, you can find the value of D. Okay, you can round it off to the next higher value 20, or you can take 18 degrees, 18 mm. Okay, so just multiply it by 1.5 to get the value of L. Okay, next, type of oil which is been given, that is SAE40. Next is bearing modulus C, that is Zn by P is 2.902, but minimum value of C at which the film breaks is 3 times the calculated value. So now you have to divide this 2.902. Okay, so just check it on. Next one, Sommerfeld number. Okay, so Sommerfeld number, here we need to assume R by C, that is 1000. Okay, so these are the basic assumptions that you have to remember if he is not mentioning in the question. So substitute back to find the value of S. So next one is coefficient of friction. So in this coefficient of friction, using Mecky's equation, you can see here using Mecky's equation. So here delta F is 0.002 because L by D lies in between these two values. Similarly, Ka is 0.195 10 raised to 6 for full bearing, that is beta is equals to 360. Okay, if you substitute back in this Mecky's equation to find the value of coefficient of friction. Okay, next is minimum film thickness. How to find the value of minimum film thickness? Okay, So from the graph you can check the that is page number 356, figure 15.9. Okay, S and beta. Okay, with respect to the Sommerfeld number 2.902 and beta is equal to 360 degree. Okay, corresponding to these two, if you check the graph of this, according to the y-axis, h0 by c is equals to 0.66. Okay, now if you take h0 as 0.66 into c value you can take it as 10 by 1000. Okay, that is nothing but r by c is nothing but 1000. Okay, you can take directly, that is 1. Now h0 is equals to, we will be getting the minimum film thickness, so this is the thickness value. Next one, heat generated is equals to Fw into V. The V is nothing but pi dn by 1000. Okay, now once you get the velocity, next is you need to substitute back to find the value of Hg. Okay, F you know, W you know, V you know. Okay, so just substitute back here to find the value of Hg. Once you get the value of heat generated, now it's time to calculate the value of heat dissipation. So if you go to the, according to the formula, okay, Hd, okay, L into D, so this is the formula. Bearing temperature, ambient temperature. So keep this thing in mind. He has not given the bearing temperature, he has given the operating temperature, hence you have to take this step, that is 70 minus 30 by 2 will defines the dB minus dA, okay, plus 18 whole square. So you can find the value of heat dissipation. Now next step is to whether to calculate whether heat amount of artificial cooling is required or not. Okay, now how to find this value? You have to check, since heat generation is greater than the heat dissipation, you have to take a difference of these two. So this much amount you can write it down here, it is 17, 16. Okay, so I just made a mistake, just write it down here, that is okay. So this completes the problem. So thank you guys.